Okay, it's me, Matt. I'm here in Vegas. Always in Vegas, stuck in Vegas. Just wanted to talk about, we got a date now, January 4th. D-Day for America. I think maybe even here in Vegas. OSHA is going to be in charge, starting handing out fines, sending out their agents, their KGB agents, to find out who's complying with the vaccination requirements for companies with 100 employees or more. It's not going to affect me. I'm self-employed, but man, I feel for people who are faced with this decision. And the thing is, I don't know what's going on in the minds of the Biden administration, whoever's in charge. It ain't Biden, but they really think this is going to maybe crack down and everybody will get vaccinated, because if you don't, you can lose your job. And then, you know, that's supposed to make everything better. I don't get it. I really don't get it. But right now, a lot of businesses are getting ready to sue. And more importantly, some of the states are going to be suing. And, you know, with most cases, you know, you sue a private sector person or a private person or a private sector company sues. It takes forever to make it through the courts, and then, you know, years from now it's like, yeah, you're right, your rights were violated, and sorry about that, you know, and it's too late. Really, the damage has been done. But the state suing, that's another matter. They've got to act quickly on that. You know, you can't have anarchy in America when states bring suits against each other, or it's a state versus the federal government. Then the Supreme Court has to take that case. Otherwise, you don't have a country anymore. So I'm hoping that they'll take that case quickly, and it'll be settled shortly after January 4th. Not sure if it will be, but I'm hoping. I don't see how it's constitutional to give that kind of power to some little federal organization that is all about safety. It's not about viruses. It's not even, you know, it's not even science anymore. I mean, we got a vaccination. You want to get one? Fine. You don't? Fine. I mean, the people who are getting sick, it's not a pandemic of the unvaccinated. It's a pandemic, you know. And if you're vaccinated, you can still get it and pass it on to other people. And the unvaccinated can get it, pass it on to other people. There's no difference. You know, I was already sick, so I went on record saying I wasn't getting the vaccine. Then I got sick later, so now I'm for sure not getting the vaccine. I've already been sick. My white blood cells, the antibodies, have battled the virus, and I may have contracted it in smaller doses since. I don't know, but you know, my body can fight against it now. And if you've been vaccinated, sooner or later you're going to get it too. And hopefully the vaccine will work well enough that your white blood cells can fight the virus. But it's over. You know, it's over. And I don't know what the hell the Biden administration is doing now. I don't know what's going on in their puny little brains. But what they're going to end up doing, if they're successful, is this is it. This is like the collapse of America. I really do believe that. We got a supply problem. Major supply problem, and it's not about demand, it's all about the supply. We need more workers, and what they're trying to do is make less workers. Truckers, by the way, are not exempt from this. So we already have a shortage of truckers. Now we're going to have what, more of a shortage of truckers? I don't know what the hell's going on in mine. And then the Democrats want to pass this bill that will increase demand while we still have a supply problem. So it doesn't make any sense. There's no science behind their approach to the virus. That's been true for a long time now. Their economics is backwards. And yeah, I really think if they're successful in implementing the 100 employee strategy for the private sector, yeah, it'll be the collapse. It'll just be a domino effect. And it'll just add to what we are already experiencing right now. And what we are experiencing right now is just the beginning. You know, we really haven't felt what's been happening down the road at the beginning of the supply and all through the different various steps of the distribution of products, we haven't really even felt that yet. We think we have, but it's only beginning, and it's going to be really bad if Biden can pull this off, or whoever's behind Biden. I don't even like to say Biden. I don't think he's in charge of anything. They just make suggestions to him, and he signs papers, and they give him little speeches to give. He didn't have to answer any questions for the most part, and when he does, they're just little softball questions, and he still can't answer them. But this is looking bad. But it's supposed to be January 4th, so maybe they're tipping their hand. You know, they're waiting till after the holidays and hoping that the Supreme Court will knock it down. I don't know, because it's pretty much over. We don't need to be doing all this crap that we're still doing. In some of these states, I know some of the states, everything's kind of back to normal, like Florida. It's not back to normal here in Nevada. And 100 employees, they're also, from what I heard, I know testing is included in the OSHA. You can get vaccinated or you can get tested, but the testing is supposed to be paid for by the employee. That's going to knock out a lot of people. They're not going to be wanting to do that. And the idea of, well, get vaccinated. No, the people who have been vaccinated already, the people who have not been vaccinated, rather, already are not going to get vaccinated because of this new law. They're not going to do it. I mean, it's over. The people who want the vaccine have gotten it, and the people who do not want the vaccine are not going to get it. So that's it. Game over. This propaganda you hear on television, oh, well, this company and that company is up to 95% vaccination rate. That's because people are basically quitting, and they're not working there anymore. And it's going to get worse, and the vaccination rates will increase, but not because people are getting vaccinated. It's because people are just dropping off, and the workforce is smaller, and that's going to be a disaster. So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if you got a job and you're working in the private sector, and they're saying you're going to need to be vaccinated, then you're going to have to decide what to do. I probably, of course, I don't want to get vaccinated, but I would probably just get a job where they had less than 100 employees. I think I said it before. I mean, if this went into effect, this could be a boom for small businesses. The businesses have got 20, 25 employees. They're struggling to get employees. Now they can get more employees. And those the bigger companies, they're gonna be hit hard by it. Even the big chain restaurants. If suddenly they have to vaccinate everybody, and then a lot of those people, the cooks and the food servers, suddenly they go to restaurants with less than 100 employees, and that helps the local economy, because these are smaller restaurants, local restaurants, not part of a big chain. And that may be true with a lot of different businesses. So, I'm hoping this doesn't happen. I'm cheering for the Supreme Court to do the right thing and do it quickly. But like in a lot of situations, this takes forever for the Supreme Court to even take a case and then rule on it. So, do what you have to do. But I'm behind everybody who's choosing not to be vaccinated. I'm on your side. I'm not against the vaccine necessarily, but it's up to you. It's your choice. I'm just against the mandates. But I'm going to do everything I can to support the small business. Less than 100 employees. That's who I'm going to be doing business with from now until January 4th, and probably after January 4th. We need to give the private sector a little taste of what's to happen in the future. So try not to do much business with those bigger companies if you can. Give the smaller companies a chance right now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I'm out of here. I'll give you an update in the future about what's happening here in Vegas because of the mandate. I don't think it's going to be pretty. Big casinos are already requiring vaccines, but these smaller businesses all around the valley here, yeah, they could be okay if they got under 100 employees, but there's a lot of businesses with more than 100 employees, and they're gonna be losing people. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'll give you an update some other time. Thanks.